Hey, um, I never thought I'd be here making this. I knew I'd have to do it eventually. I did think I'd have to be here doing this, but I thought this year I could skip it because, it's special in the wrong way. And while some friends and myself won't let me do it, I wanted to make it something about for it earlier today, but I decided to wait this time because usually at this time back when I was in the heat of all my controversy, the internet would go out and I'd get up in the morning at 7:30 just to see everyone. But it didn't go out that day. It didn't. I had all night, but I still went to bed and it was on my birthday, my 17th birthday, where I was abandoned by everyone practically that I cared for and that I kind of expected to help me. Embarrassingly so, but this month, this day, December 19th, is special in its own way. My anniversary for my controversy is December 8th, but only I know that, and now so do you, but the start of all my controversy, and technically my actual anniversary, is December 10th, as that is when it was became public. I wish that there was a better way to go about this, but there's no way of doing it without just directly telling you. So, on December 19th, today, maybe not for you because it's 10 o'clock, but for me, it is today. Sometime earlier, couple of hours ago, some years back, I met an ex of mine, and I was not in the best mental state. I had thought about doing something stupid on Christmas to myself, which would have been permanent. And well, I didn't hide the fact that I was mentally ill at the time. I kind of didn't hide what I was planning to do on Christmas either. Because by then, what was the point of hiding anything if you know exactly how you feel about it? And on Christmas, I messed up, and something happened, and as you can tell, I'm alive still. But I had gotten attached to him, and I, I, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I guess the best way I can describe them is in a single quote. You were the first to break me beyond repair, but also the first to teach me what love could feel like. And I see nothing more tragic than this being the very month, the very day of the start of where I started falling, I guess. I fell for you, and in my situation, I fell deeper. I'll eventually be dealing with everything in the coming days. Till Christmas, obviously. Because I refer to it as Sufferversary. I know, kinda stupid, but it's the 6 days of Sufferversary for me. I dealt with, like, let's say, 9 days with my original controversy, and now it's the 6 days. And on Christmas, I'm going to be focusing till Valentine's Day on my situation. I will be pretty much a desperate mess trying to get everything together, but I think I'll put it together just fine. As you can tell, I have a chronic cough. I've had it since I was smaller. I've had it when I was 15, and I've had it since I was 19. Isn't that crazy? Actually, I've had it my entire life. I just don't know what it's about. I tried medicine, I tried not focusing on it, but I will cough. And I guess it doesn't help that, the drinking, getting high, the excessive injury, the self-injury spree that I kept doing back then and continue to do nowadays. I admit that my whole situation could be better. And I'm specifically referring to my ex if they're watching this, and chances are they are, and so are my other friends and people who hate me. I I was never good at scripts, so I tried never to script anything. At most, all I can really tell you is, well, there's no real point in delaying it, right? I hope my name haunts you forever. To make sure you remember what you did to me. And I'm gonna make you remember me, okay? I'm gonna make you remember me, and trust me, the way I'm gonna do it will be more civil than what you guys did to me over the fucking past few years. Okay? Okay. I just, for the longest time, I could never do anything about it. I always had focused on everyone else, and I was always scared of hurting those that I cared about. But it took a long time till now to realize that the people who I care about don't care about me. They don't care about my health anymore. They don't care about me. They want me hurt, they want me gone, and often you don't get what you want. So I'm gonna make you wish that I'd stayed again. Turn on in when I'm done. Your status quo will know its races round. Da da da. I've been obsessed with that for the longest time. See, in terms of like the internet and everything new, I've kind of been dead. So people, new friends, somebody who wants me romantically right now keeps making me watch a bunch of different things for my reaction. And I watched the original season one of Hasman, and I have yet to see season two. But you know, besides all that, I'm kind of glad to be back, and I'm kind of glad that at the end of all this, I can look upon this situation and know that the only thing that stands in my way is you. Specifically, you. All that you do to hurt me. You deleted evidence, you deleted everything in order to make me look bad. You delete a bunch of shit and then expect a good look for yourself. And yet I'm the one that's having to defend myself from you because you're the one that decided to ignore everything that I had told you when we met. I showed you everything. I told you everything. And you're telling me you're ignoring all that because of your own gaslit self-loathing. It is the biggest disappointment I have seen since Infinite Junior VA. And I have a lot about Infinite Junior VA. People forget that I've been around for a long time. The people who have been cancelled either got cancelled because I gave people evidence of them and then they released it, or I have something that I caused for those people to get cancelled, and for good reason. I had to deal with Madman. I had to deal with Infinite Junior. I had to fucking deal with Missile Crimson Warning. I worked on that thing. Beta Sheep joined. I worked on Versus Scourge. I worked on Mechanion's Creations. I worked on Favorite Corrupted. I worked on these projects. I dealt with these people. I had to deal with PR with Nathan. Like, who the hell wants to deal like an adult 20-year-old man while you are a 15-year-old child? That's what it was like for me back then. And then I became 16. Then it was just harassment at that point with everybody going at me for zero reason. There was no reason other than whatever thing out they were saying about me. And it makes me wonder if I am to be, why don't I? I have all the evidence I need now. There's nothing that wickedly stops me from doing it, right? I'm able to do whatever the hell I want to do in my situation. Either I can become the next Sling, either I'll become fucking P-Mod, who I didn't even want to be friends with. I had to pretend to be friends with P-Mod in order for him to not dox me, which he ended up doing anyway. I had to say and do shit just to avoid people doxing me or hating me because these were lowlives who were already cancelled before. Tell me in what world is someone gonna go and defy a goddamn doxer? There's a whole group of people, a large group of people who knows my situation, who knows everything. And while they find it tragic, they want me to deal with it. They want me to get help with it. And I simply just want to let it die. But apparently, the truth needs to be known. I don't know. And the very people who are helping me with my situation originally back in October and shit like that, they fucking got cancelled. They got cancelled. What they get cancelled for? I'll give you a hint. Apparently, it had something to do with a minor. Ugh. I I it's hard to do anything in this community. It really is. I want a way out, and I don't want a way out as in this situation where I need to get out of this situation, or where I need this situation I need to escape it. No, I mean get out as in I need to burn everything that was built up down in order for me to breathe the air that isn't made out of smoke at this point. Because there is poison being shoved down my throat when all of you are spitting venom about me. When all of you should know better about me, since you were there with me, you're closest to me. I told and showed you guys everything, and now you're being hypocritical pieces of shit. What am I supposed to do with you? And then we got people like Lucy saying things like or something like absolute loser behavior to some like parody account of me saying, "Hear me out before blocking" or something. Even though they said that exact thing about Lucy before when they were getting canceled. Is this a hypocrite or what? People think they have the right to judge me, and if I was that bad, trust me, I fully would understand. But people who know me acting like they can act this way towards me, they have no right and they know it. They act like victims, but they're not, and they know it. They are hypocrites. They are liars. I have evidence for everything, and you're telling me that you're gonna continue to fucking hate me, even if I'm innocent, simply because you choose to still hate me. That I lost you outside of my control. I did everything in my power to try to keep everyone around me because I didn't want to lose anyone, and I told, I showed, I begged, I cried. I don't know what to say to you. I've tried time and time again to get you to understand. I tried time and time again to get you to. What's the point of it anyway? Seriously. In the slightest moment, all this shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. I really should not even be doing any of this. It sucks. Like, it really does suck, but it's not the worst situation in this community, despite me being told that it is the worst situation in my entire fucking life. Right here is the worst situation in the communities that I'm fucking hated in. I get told I have a case worse than Revy. Who wants to hear something like that? Revy was tragic, yeah, but me? Worse than Revy? Back to back, you're telling me? Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, what am I supposed to do? If anyone in these communities wants to hear me out, it is very possible to find my tag everywhere. I'll even leave it in the description. You can talk to me. You can ask. If you don't plan to do anything with the information, don't bother. Please don't bother. I'm trying. I'm trying to make a change, and I'm not trying to do it for nothing. And when I say change, I'm not changing myself. No, I'm done doing that. I'm not changing myself for anything. When I say I want to make a change, I want to make a change in my situation. I want my situation to change. I don't know what else to say. I guess there's nothing else left to say. Like, I guess. I think I'm gonna leave the video here. It's around near 20 minutes. It's 15 minutes. If you're ever curious or you want to hear more of my situation or you want to do something with it, my tag's in the description. And I'll see you later, alligator. Happy tragic anniversary to me, or really specifically, tragic sufferversary to me. And to you too, Barry. To you too. So make sure that you enjoy your Christmas. Because I'm gonna make sure you don't. And I'm gonna make sure you remember it because of me. That is not a threat. That is not a promise. That is simple courtesy of telling you what's going to happen. Good night. So I know for you it is like midnight, so have a good night. To all of you. To him, to all of you, to all those people that I hate, to everybody. Just have a good night. Have a good day.